right, good morning, everybody. Hope your Friday's going a little smoother than Hannah's is. There's still a little mist falling beneath these clouds, even though it's not showing up on radar. So icy patches are out there, a lot of black ice. Be careful. Need to throw some more salt down, some sand for traction. We're going to see a burst of snow this afternoon. This is the final one, by the way, the final burst of moisture that we get. It's been a long week. We've had a lot of little, things here and there, quick hitters, causing some problems from time to time, but we got one more to go through. Mid-20s, it's really cooled down. There's a breeze out of the north, too. So it feels a lot colder out there. It feels more like mid-January or early January, like it should. And it's not as mild as recent days. It's got wind chills in the teens. So as we look at the weather map, this storm system, which has been so slowly moving through, will finally get out of here this afternoon. Replacing it is high pressure, gradually getting us back to sunny skies over the weekend, which will be a welcome sight. Haven't seen the sun since Monday. All week long, we've been stuck in clouds. Spotty, icy mist continuing. So it's a frosty glaze on your car, on your windshields that you need to scrape. You might have to chisel a little bit or get the ice off the crack on the door so that when you pull it, you're not like, you got to use a little elbow grease to get it open. Really slippery, obviously, out there. Midday, some snow showers across the border. They'll spread up the coastline, but they're not going to penetrate too far inland. Most of them fall in southern Maine this afternoon, but for a brief time, it is going to be briefly intense, lowering the visibility on the roads and slickening them up a little bit too. So take it easy driving home this evening. Here's the snow map. It's not a lot, but it's something. We'll take it around an inch or a coating up north, an inch or two to the south. It could be a third inch in southern New Hampshire, by the way, near the seacoast. Over the weekend, here comes the high. Tomorrow, it's partial sunshine. Sunday, it's mostly sunny, like a bluebird sky. Colder, though, on Sunday with a high near 30. And then our next storm that gets to the East Coast will dive south of us, avoiding northern New England early next week. And you know what? Most of next week actually looks really quiet, with sun and clouds each day, temps reasonable in the mid-30s. No storms for a while. That's good news and bad news, depending on your perspective on winters. Small crafts are up, seas 3 to 5, northeast winds 10 to 20 knots. Here's our 7-day icy spots this morning, snowy ones this afternoon, 32. Getting a little better and brighter tomorrow, 38 degrees, close to 40. And then colder on Sunday, even with bright sunshine. It's going to be a struggle to get back to the freezing mark. Near 40, though, on Monday and Tuesday with a mix of sun and clouds, and still storm-free Wednesday and Thursday, although getting a little colder again. Still no sign of like a deep freeze, like that, Arctic Air Express that comes down every January and February. Right. We haven't had it yet, and it's not showing a sign of coming to us anytime soon. I don't think that breaks anybody's heart, but not having the snow, probably does.
It's kind of a bummer.
It is kind of a bummer.
Or no sign of one of our famous storm centers.
Right. We've only had a couple so far this season, but there's still a lot of winter to go.
Yeah. Yes, there is, and things tend to even out, so it makes me a little nervous, but we will see.